Hey everyone, this is a demonstration video for the Roland SH-101. It's kind of a legendary synth. This video is just a demonstration video just to go over to show you that it's working like it should. I know you're here to watch it and hear it play, so I'll keep the talking to a minimum. I am not an expert at these, nor am an expert keyboard player at all. I'm actually a guitar player. And although I've seen these in the studio, I have limited knowledge of what what you can do with this as far as everything is concerned. So this is really just a demonstration video just to kind of show you that it's working like it should. Okay, so first off, by the way, it's running off the batteries right now. It comes with the power supply, but it's just kind of to show you that it can and will run off the batteries. I'm going through the output right now into speakers, and let's just go through the keys and make sure all of them play. So, all the keys play. Next, let's go to the bender and make sure that's working like it should. Now, these faders right here correspond. If you have the faders down, the bender won't work either if you push it forward or if you go left or right. If you push these up, it should work. So let's go ahead and try that. So you turn it down and it's not going to work. So that works perfectly. This is for turning it left and right, the VCO and the VCF. So if you turn these all the way down, it shouldn't work. So that works exactly like it should. The volume works. The transpose works. The fine tune works. Okay, so I'm not an expert with these, but over here you have the envelope section, and all this is just how the keys, how you strike them, how they relate to the sound. So, for instance, and I'm not going to go through every one of them, although they all work perfectly, the attack. So if you turn this up, it's going to ramp into the noise, meaning the attack is not going to be instantaneous. So if I hit this, it ramps into the sound. If I go ahead and turn it all the way down, it's immediate. So you can have different points in between where, if you wanted to, ramp into it. So that's what this section is for. It basically just controls how you go ahead and determine the decay and the release and the attack and the sustain of how the keys react when you hit them. So there's all these other things in here, and what I'm going to do, because I'm not an expert on this, and the range works like it should. So instead of going through each one, because a lot of these things work off each other, so if something's not up, another thing won't work, and if, so they react, and I'm not an expert with synths. I never have been an expert with synths. Instead of doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the arpeggiator and the hold function. So if you hit this right here, this up and down and hold, and let's slow the rate down a little bit so I can keep up with myself here, because I am not a keyboard player, and you hit a D major chord. You could just do something like this. It plays it for you. So it basically plays it. And you can adjust the rate of that. Now that's set to the up and down. If you were to take that and hit the up button, it would just play the up part of the chord. If you were to go to the down, it would just go to the down part of the chord. And obviously the up and down plays the up and the down. Now, while this is playing, you can go ahead and change it. So let's say, let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit for me because I'm not a great keyboard player. Oh, and you can change everything while you're doing this. So, I'm going to go through some of these features over here while I've got this playing, and I'll show you that all the VCF and the VCA and the source mixer and all this stuff works like it should. That's cool. And this is just the noise, so it adds noise to the track. Okay, so, and then there's the switches where you can go from LFO to manual to envelope, and that corresponds with, you know, all these other functions. So it's a little difficult to kind of get into everything. And this is the pulse width. That works like it should. But let's go ahead and, oh, and the mod feature works with this waveform. Like I said before, I'm not an expert with this, but I've got some amazing sounds out of this thing.